Before they run down the hill at Clemson, they touch Howard's Rock. Only if they're ready to go, because if they're not, as Frank Howard himself said, keep your stinking hands off my rock. Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina, home to the Tigers. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a team from the American, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on a team from Conference USA, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Hawkeyes will kick it off to get us underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. RPO complete to open the drive. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Looking for room. It's Davidson. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Clemson jumps to the line. They'll try to run for it. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good third down situations, execute on third down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Motion from the wide receiver. This quarterback part of their running game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. That's caught. It's Davidson. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Tempo and overdrive.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Open space at the 25. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Clemson. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
That is how you get your playmaking wide receiver in the game early. First series, they scripted this. They want to get him the football. They get him the football, and he does the rest. Gets the big touchdown on the opening drive of the game.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking downfield, it's Marshall. Now he's going to break the pocket. Unloads to the wideout. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And brings it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas. Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Here's a quick throw out to the left.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Going downfield for the big play. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
And it didn't take long early in the game. That's the matchup everybody has their eyes on. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best DBs in the game. They're going to be going toe-to-toe all game long. That time, the defender comes away with an early win in the matchup, but the war is not over. We're going to see many more battles as this game goes on.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle. Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Quarterback making checks. Lopez to pass. Release to the back. Caught, close to the marker, it's Davidson. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. The analytics nerds say the goal is at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. Just keep slinging it. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Gonna run it. It's Davidson. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Finds his man. It's Davidson. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on 3rd down to try to get a 1st down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense, rallying up and actually getting a tackle for a loss.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quickly complete. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
The Hawkeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
Hey, man, I love guys with situational awareness in football. It's 3rd and long. You know it. He's sitting right near the sticks, ready to break on the football, ready for the quarterback to throw. He does, forces the INT. Nice heads-up, smart play by that young man.
This offense has it with really good field position. Give to the back. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The play action fake. Caught near the sticks. It's Anderson. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. A first down run on the doorstep. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. To the air, it's Marshall. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Iowa! Fitted in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day. And
he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Wart's ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a third and long. Lopez wants to fire. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. We don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here.
Touchdown, Hawkeyes! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. What a grab and what a quick strike from that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Maryland is currently working from behind. But how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you never know. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Virginia Tech. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Might be calling a hot route. Lopez to pass. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And the QB leaves the pocket and he scrambles out and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Now it's 1st and 20 for the offense. From the gun. Hit as he throws. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Well, I can tell you haven't played the position. If you can't step into throws and you can't follow through, it obviously affects your accuracy. And I think the hit on the quarterback right there certainly contributed to that interception.
looking to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Anderson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. Looking to throw, it's Marshall. He's going for the big play. Got it in stride at the 15. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Defense is about feeling out the offense and what they like to do. What are they going to do in third and short, third and medium, third and long? So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Hawkeyes with the 1st and 10. The give to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Iowa! And they take it in for 6 more points.
In the end zone.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7.
Iowa 21, Clemson 7.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right front. Nice job.
Clemson is quick to the line. This guy has the look of the next big play receiver at Clemson in the vein of T. Higgins or Mike Williams.
Or DeAndre Hopkins or Sammy Watkins. I mean, the list is pretty lengthy of guys that are big, explosive, fast, and they can really win on the outside. And Clemson, as much as anybody, they're going to catch the ball, spit it to those guys, let them go make plays.
Pucks it out of the air.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw, it's Denson. Dances away. He'll pull it down and run. Breaks the tackle. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
On third down, he drops the throw. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. They were unfazed by that earlier fourth down failure and will try for a second time in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down. Still going. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Looking to throw on first down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
The throw to the outside is complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And the Tigers want to crank the tempo. Wide receiver going in motion. Bully ball on third and short. Fights off the defender. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try. Max going for the goal line. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Clemson.
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And he's going to try to return this one. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive.
And the Iowa offense will take over. First and 10.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield, it's Marshall. Firing to the right, complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Completion sets him up on second down. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Got it in the middle. It's Anderson. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking downfield on first down. The sure hands, it's Anderson. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Blasted as he lets it go. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on third down. To the air, it's Marshall, using his legs to buy some time. Keeps it and gets the first down. Oh, he's got some space. 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Hawkeyes!
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. Out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one.
Offense will take over. First and 10.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. The Hawkeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air, it's Marshall. Pocket breaking down. He'll try to do it himself. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Looking to throw on third. Creates a little space. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
How nice is it as a play caller on a critical third down in a pretty obvious passing situation when you've got a guy like this that can just take off and go get you the first down, right? There's no panic. Nothing's open downfield. Great job in coverage, but that's not a problem because I just know it's like backyard football again growing up as a kid. He just takes off. He's a better athlete than anybody you've got, and he gets the first down.
Leaves it with the back. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Yeah, stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
And the Hawkeyes come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Here comes the heat. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, third and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
Fourth down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Scanning the field, it's Denson. Using the quick game. Got room at the 35. Turning on
receiver. You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. Finds his man. It's Anderson. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosion.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Sometimes you got to fight fire with fire. This quarterback is very athletic, and he's got a lot of speed. He's probably too fast for some of these D linemen to catch up, but not the free safety. He'll go toe-to-toe and go sideline to sideline with his QB all game long.
With the catch, it's Davidson. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Clemson jumps to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big...
Oh, there's an alley to the left. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Iowa has the ball back on offense. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Flushed out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that.
A lot of times we call these quarterbacks ballers and game changers, but you don't call them smart enough. Like knowing the situation, knowing I can scramble around, buy some time, and then knowing exactly what I need to do to get that first down. You can call them whatever you want, but that was really smart.
Now on first down from the 28. Looking for a man. It's Marshall. Makes the grab. It's Covey. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. Caught near the sticks. It's Covey. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Got his man. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
He makes the tackle after a 47-yard run. Brings up second down.
So now it's second and long. He'll do it himself on the draw. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And he hits the century mark, right on the dot, 100 yards rushing, such a playmaker. He's so dynamic, can do so many things to stress a defense. You see his athletic ability. I want to stop the run game now. Now he can throw it over your head. This guy's been a problem. Maybe it'll open up for other things in the offense down the road.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Dropping back, it's Marshall. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. And the Hawkeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Running back searching for the hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the score.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Got the quick pass. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. So the final period starts with a second down play. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Marshall. Buys a little extra time. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And because of the success that this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more. Design runs, And also telling them on the sidelines, hey, listen, remember, if it's not open, take off. Just go get it yourself. They don't have an answer for you right now. This is a big key for us to win this game.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you could just give them a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it slips just inside that right upright. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top.
Big time kick right there, man. 4th quarter, clutch time. You needed to come through to take the lead, and now the pressure goes to the defense. You got to keep this lead. Got to get a stop or two more, and you can get the dub in this football game.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. Working that left side. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
Man, what a throw. Under duress, getting hit as you throw, and he's been sacked several times today. I love how he continues to hang in the pocket and make plays for this offense.
That last play is what you call a drive starter. They're out to the 47. It's 1st down. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And just a great job on the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Denson. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Polk. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Tiger. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, and a nice job in the 4th quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he worked with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
He'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Will take over 1st and 10.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. And to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse, they'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's going to run it. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew it was this good. He has been gashing them in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
And this is why coaches get paid the big bucks. Tough decision on your own side of the field. 4th quarter, I'm trailing. Is it go time now, or do I trust my defense?
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got him this time. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Marshall. He lets one fly deep. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Bringing it back. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set him up with a big play.
This is what can happen at times. You get the snowball effect. Everything going their way in the first half. Big lead going into halftime, but it's mistake after mistake on both sides of the ball. And that interception, David, compounds the problem.
And this defense has completely changed at the half. How about it, man? They've come out aggressive now, forcing a turnover. All the momentum on their side, and the offense gets the ball back.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
The give and tick, 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 tick. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
This guy's been running hard all game long. In the 4th quarter now at that last run, he's now at 99 yards rushing. One more carry away from potentially reaching that 100-yard milestone that all running backs covet.
Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31.
42 spike.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give to the back. They bring him down behind the line of scrimmage, and now he'll have to go back to work to get over 100 yards again for the day. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. What a disappointment. No good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. To the air, it's Marshall. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And that is a play you've got to make as the defender. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got a chance to secure the win with the interception, and you put it on the ground. Missed opportunity.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And this is a big 3rd down for this offense, but I'm really interested to see how they attack. Because this defense, you can tell, man, they're going to continue to play aggressive. Late in the football game, they want to get a stop, get the ball back to their offense. A good chess match going on right now.
On the move, he fires. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, we've seen this defense make plays time and time again in this game. They may have just sealed it with that takeaway.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into his... Taking it the other way. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
And one of the things you're taught as a defensive guy, when you're trying to strip the football, you got to secure the tackle with one hand, try to get the football with the other, and they're not securing the tackle. I get it. They're trying to go for the fumble.
Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Clemson. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game, and guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The DBs will back off a bit. Dropping back, it's Marshall. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
And the Hawkeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Great place to start for this offense. Making side adjustments here. To the air on first down. Looking down the middle. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the 4th quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.